The evidence I'm going to give,
the evidence going to give,
touching the matter before this court,
touching the matter before this honorable court,
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing else but the truth.
nothing else.
You can see.
Farida, can you please restate your full name? You speak there.
Farida, Nambi,
Will you also please tell the court your age?
I'm 46 years.
What do you do for a living?
I run a medical center and an NGO for students.
Where do you reside?
I reside in Cape Palau, Kawedemu North constituency.
Repeat where you reside.
I reside in Cape Palau, Kawedemu North constituency. That's Kawedemu 1.
Nambi, do you recall making an affidavit in this matter?
Yes, my lord.
How would you easily identify if I showed it to you? Do you remember signing it?
Yes, I signed.
Can you please take up the signature page? That's at page 18. You look at that screen and tell the court if that is your signature.
Yes, my lord, that's my signature.
The Lordship, this affidavit was already admitted and the witness is ready for cross-examination.
Okay, Mr. Nambi.
For the record, we have mapped out 6 areas for cross-examination. And each area is assigned to a particular count, and the handling the smallest part on the list. For guidance, how we address that? Honorable Ajat or Farid, Madam. Thank you. Maybe I call you Hassan.
You can use the microphone. This is the microphone. And you raise your voice so that the system can capture you.
Can you look at the paragraph 8? Paragraph 8 of your affidavit page 11. Page 11.
You can use the version of the
Paragraph 8. Just I'll read it for you. I state that the second respondent did not return the results for 14 polling stations in a total number of registered voters of 16,640. Yet, as stated above, returned first respondent as the winner with 14. That is the gist of your complaint. Yes?
Yes, that is.
That's the first, one of the, that the first respondent was returned when 14 polling stations, the results of the 14 polling stations had not yet been tallied. Correct?
Yes, that is one of the.
So, where do you get this 16,600?
We got all this information.
Pardon?
We got the information from the EC documents, but we don't have it.
Where? You have, you show us. Because we want the numbers now.
Let the lawyers get those documents. They were part of the petition that we submitted.
So you want to come, you want our payment.
I don't know if I'll go out of the table here. You can go to see here.
Maybe. So you show us where and how you got this 16,640.
These were got by the total number of voters from Bogo Primary School, playground A up to KA, yes. Then Bogo Primary School, playground, then Bogo Primary School, playground, NSE up to there. Then
Maybe
Bogo
to save time.
Primary School, the 14.
You are now reading the point. We want a view now. 16,604. So if you are reading a polling station, you
The
tell us
total number
the
of
number of voters. Add up. Maybe when you calculate it, you can
Calculation.
If
They were bought from all these politicians.
show us. Give me evidence.
You can compute them from the EC documents.
We don't know how this came out. 16,640. These documents were there.
My lord got this total number of voters that were not tallied from the Electoral Commission EC documents that were certified with them. And I think the lawyers will get them.
Show us. Show us. Maybe you are not ready.
The EC documentations were attached to the petition.
And they are part of the evidence. Show us how. Because you say it's 16,640. Show us how you got those figures.
We would request now for the tally sheet that completed this from the lawyers. So I read one by one, and the total number of voters, and then we tell.
Good. My Lord, I've conferred with my fellow parents.
Or get a calculator to tally this.
I was.
And you voted from this tally sheet is attached.
We're proposing. We have a 10-minute stand. We stand down and matter for 10 minutes and they can talk themselves out. Just to save time, to get the calculator.
My Lord will need a calculator, sorry, to compute. But the documents we are attached to the petition.
My Lord, I would have no objection. I would need a calculator. I have the witness
Okay, so the matter is stood over until 9:55 a.m.
Yes, somono kyatulaba tukyali live wano mu Musango omulungi atulaba tovaako toyisanga ogwekyagenda mu maaso. Sawa yakusoya kibuuzo, sawa yakusoya kibuuzo omulungi atulaba akaseera kano yeemera eriwo akaseera kano tuli mu kooti tuli live. Sawa yakunyonyola nana gundi ezo yazijja results. Sawa tuli mu kooti omulungi atulaba eyekomeddeko aliko Kiro TV asente buli kimu okiraba bulungi nnyo. Bwetyo embeera bwerigo omulungi atulaba tuli mu kooti nga Nambi ali mu Yamusoya bibuuzo ogundi results ezo yazijjawa era alina okunyonyola omulamuzi buli kimu kyeyayogera nti nno results yazifuna era nekwa ku police station wakakasa nti awamu we police station ezimu yaziwangula wadde tebazibala byonna alina obbinyonyola omulamuzi gw'omulungi atulaba akaseera kano tovaako wenywereze ku Kiro TV amanya neddoboozi olina ekyambadde musomesa okuba nga nkuweereza gw'omulungi atulaba akaseera kano bwetyo embeera bweri tukyali mu kooti essaawa yakusoya kajojijoji wa bibuuzo gw'omulungi atulaba aliko akaseera kano bwetyo embeera bweri gwe aliko wano mu kooti tuli mu kooti live okulaba nga buli kimu tukikuweereza bulungi nnyo tovaako essaawa yakusoya kibuuzo buli kimu ekigenda mu maaso ya Sawa yakusoya kibuuzo omulungi atulaba aliko akaseera kano sawa yakusoya Nambi bibuuzo waagi yajja results era yazijjawa kyekyo kiriwo muganda wange atulaba aliko akaseera kano bwetyo embeera bweri gwe aliko bwetyo embeera bweri sawa yakusoya akajojijoji ya bibuuzo results ezo ezimu yazijjawa era nga kyekiriwo akaseera kano wenywerezeeko tovaako gwe tovaako wenywerezeeko buli kimu ogenda kuba okiraba butereevu.
that's already fixed.
Ngera kumpi naddala kamera mbyekwatire.
Yes, my lord. At polling station, tally sheet 024.
The page. Petition. Are you referring to the petition?
I'm referring to page 3 of 9, the tally sheet.
Page 3.
Yeah, stroke 9 of the tally sheet. Results tally sheet.
This.
Yes.
That is 20 for page 20.
Yes, at Gogo Primary School, my lord, playground, A to AS. The total number of voters.
29. That's the one.
Gogo Primary School, playground, A to AS. The total number of voters were 14, 6, and the total number, the results tally sheet, 24, page 24. 1436 was the total number of voters, and what was returned was 0. Results returned. So that's 1436. And then Gogo Primary School, KAT to AMG, on the same page. The total number of voters was 1349. Yes. The very last.
Yes.
You go to the next page, 25. number of voters was 1,420 at Mogo Primary School Playground, MAK to NAH. On the same page 25, at Mogo Primary School Playground, NAI to Namat, the total number of voters not returned was 1409. On the same page 25, Mogo Primary School Playground, Namau to NSA, the total number of voters not returned was 1438.
Yes.
On the same page, Bobo Primary School Playground, NSE to Z, the total number of voters not returned was 1520. We go to page 27. Of the results study sheet. Kazangola, A to KAK at LC1 office. The total number of voters not returned was 1128. Kazangola, K on the same page, KAL to EZ at LC1 office. The total number of voters was 1149. Kazo Angola on the same page. From L to M at LC1 office. Total number of voters not returned was 1108. On the same page, Kazo Angola N to Naki at Bosas Road. Total number of voters was 1,245. Kazangola NAKK to Namas at Bosas Road. There was a total number of voters not returned, 713. Kazangola Namat to NAN at Rosas Road again on the same page. The total number of voters not returned was 872. Kazangola NAO to SO at LC1 meeting place at page 28 was 851. On the same page 28, Kazangola SP to Z at LC1 office. The total number of voters was 1,002. When you total, it comes to 16,640. There are 14 polling stations in total. There are 14 minors.
The total is 16.
Yes, minor.
So all those
How many police stations? 14.
14 polling
How
stations.
how many? How many police? 4. The electoral area. You campaign. You campaign. So you must respond to how many police stations?
197, my lord.
What is the percentage? From 14 to 197.
I get 27.5.
Percentage?
Just a minute, my lord. I get 007.
My results are different. My results are
Yes, 0.07. That's what I'm getting
that is too low.
What is it?
What percentage do you take? 14 police stations out of 197. What is the percentage?
14 over 100 times 197 and then 27.5. My lord, I've got 7.1.
Can you confirm?
My lord, I've got 7.1.
Okay. Now, this 16,640 voter. Do you know whether they voted? They will vote.
My lord, I was informed that voters came and I was one of the voters at that polling station. I voted at 11 million myself at Google.
That's correct. But I'm asking, all the 16 registered voters in the voting polling station come to vote, if they vote on that day, including yourself.
My lord, I voted at Google Primary School right now.
My question is, all the mentioned whose votes you are not tied. They all vote.
My lord, I cannot answer that.
So you don't know that.
I cannot answer that. My lord, one of the complaints is that results from 14 polling stations, including mine as a candidate, are not returned.
This is what we are asking about the 16,640, which you mentioned in your paragraph.
My lord,
Eight, that a total number of registered voters is 640.
my lord, those are the total number of voters that should, these results should have been returned by the electoral commission. My lord, on page 30, my lord, on page 30 of the results study sheet, the total district number of voters 19906 total voters.
So there's 199 voters. They all vote.
My lord, I cannot answer that question.
Why? Why?
I, as a candidate in a NRM, I went to vote and went back. So I cannot answer. I wasn't in all those places at the same time, ascertain what is.
Oh. That's it. Correct? You don't want to give yes and yes?
No, my lord. Not it needs to be.
So you want to just give facts, what you saw, what you heard, and probably what you felt. Correct?
Yes, my lord.
Have you ever heard of the word called voter turnout? As a politician and an NRM candidate.
Yes, my lord.
Did it apply in the Kawedemu election? Voter turnout. What is it? Okay, what is it?
Voter turnout is the total number of voters that turn out to vote in any given election.
So what will the voter turnout with this particular election? The voter turnout.
My lord, still I can't answer with certainty.
I've allowed my friend
My lord, the total number of votes
where are you getting it from?
returned from 81 stroke of the return form for transmission.
Use the pages and put.
019.
What is the voter turnout?
The total number of votes counted was 28,659, and the total number of polling stations that were not returned was 1400.
Where is that?
Return form for transmission of results 019. Total number of ballots counted
Yes.
was 28,659.
28,659. Those are the votes that will count. Correct? That's what.
Yes, sir.
So, when we are talking about voter turnout, what is the percentage? Voter turnout.
pilot, like last time I proposed that my colleagues guide her to the percentage in math. Tell her to start this over this, so you cannot waste time.
Just such that,
If you tell her to find the percentage by herself, she will waste another 10 minutes.
okay. Madam, sorry, you go to say that.
I am there.
Baseline. Up. You see it down there?
The 199.
Down.
30. Yes.
What is clear in the direction? Did you read it?
I can see it.
Did you read it?
Yes, sir.
You understood?
Yes, sir.
And
That
we
is
missed,
now.
we missed the,
I see the total number of voters.
the voter turnout, those were there. The last,
Yes, I see.
is what?
282. 2865.
Yes, with the percentage. That represents
14.40%.
14
14.40%.
So the voter turnout for Kawedemu was 14.40.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other figures contradicting that?
No, madam.
So in people terms, Kawedemu is 197. The people who voted were 28,659.
Yes, ma'am.
And that represents 14.40%. Correct.
Yes, madam. Without
So what is 14.4% of 16,640?
what is 14%?
14.40, that is the voter turnout against the number of votes circumference. You do 14.40 and you press that percentage point, you get very good at mathematics. What you can do. 14.40. And multiply by 16,640. Then press that percentage point. See, the percentage, what do you get?
23966.1.
239. So if we use tweeted the voter turnout, I do that. Tweeted the voter turnout of 14.40. And that applies to the number of voters we are complaining about. That is 1640. You get 2,390.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
Yes,
So, did you expect more voters out of the 14 policies?
My lord, I object to that question. My lord, my colleague is looking for a statement of opinion. What we are looking for in the examination are statements of fact. When you begin asking client what they think, they should approach a statement of opinion and object.
I think that way is answered. So from the earlier question. You can question Mr. Howard.
But this is fact. So we are applying the voter turnout of 14.4% to the number of votes you are complaining.
yes.
And you get 2,396. And even if I don't ask the other question, okay? Even if I don't ask the question, you add that to your number of votes you get. Add that to the number of votes. So assuming you got all of them, they voted for you, what would you get? Add. You know the number of votes you got?
11,005.
You know the number of votes you got?
905.
Yes. This
My
is
lord, 9058. Yes.
9? 9 what?
9058.
Add.
Which is on page 30.
Add. You add what? 2,390, which is 14.4% for the turnout. What do you get?
11,454. My lord.
If you have one day, I will pay. Not very. 11, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4.
No, my lord, with this, but there are other results that did not come through. That's fine.
Perhaps we are talking about the 16th vote. That is your point. You have other votes that are not counted. We do have 16 votes. I will come with
My
the
lord,
other part.
those were the total number of voters that were not.
I said, check what the voter turnout was 14.3%. And the votes you're complaining about were how many? 16.4. If you apply the voter turnout, the 16.40, you get 2,390. Now we're doing a bit of math. If all those people voted, would you have one? But the answer, would you have one?
No,
But what is the margin? What would be the margin?
what he has asked. No, my lord.
The first respondent will have one by how many votes? With the 11,454.
fine. What question do you want?
I'm saying, if we have added, put in 11, 4, 5, 4, 5. We're saying what's the margin between 11, 4, 5 and the votes. So even if those who have voted for only, which is possible. Those votes only. What would be the margin? Yes.
What would be the votes?
The difference between what Honorable Nalukoola vote against 11, 4, 5, 4.
I know the difference would be
6.
6,480.
So we would still have losses to yes.
In this instance.
Is there any other instance which would have raised the voter turnout more than 14.40? Do you have any margin that could raise the voter turnout in the 40 polling station? This will be the one and 183.
My lord, I won in more than 10 polling stations, and yes, I should have expected that where I got it from and where Councillor Masudi in Kazango I got it from, she would have done and supported the amount.
Correct. By how many? We're talking about that. Tell us how many votes and we'll give them to you.
I can't answer that.
If you say you voted and you know you won, tell us by how many votes.
I can't answer that.
That is the point. The voter turnout. Okay. For the 183 polling stations, what magic were you going to apply to create a voter turnout of 100% for the 14 polling stations? Did you have any? Do you have any?
My issue is that for the failure for the second respondent to the two results affected the turnout, even if some votes would have come to me, or other votes would have come to the other candidates.
The word is affected. You know that one, right? You know that one? Affected. Budget.
Yes, my lord.
How did the result affect the result? That's why we are here.
Correct, my lord, that's why.
In numbers, the quality of the numbers show us the numbers that will over time. I can say 1, can take out all the 16,640 voters were coming, were going to vote and give us the.
My lord, I cannot say that is.
Were they going to vote for you?
My lord, my issue is the total number of voters that were different chance. On that one. And the difference between me and the first responders.
What is the difference? The difference between you and Honorable Nambi.
It's 8,335.
So to show that the 14 affected the result, you have to show that out of the 16,640, 8,000 votes were going to be cast in your favor. Can you show that? With a voter turnout of 14.4.
My lord, I can report that the two polling areas, that's Sawa and Ogo Primary School, is where I voted from and where Ansana Masuti stayed from the NRM voted from. Those were our strong.
Strong as in a voter turnout or stronger in support?
My lord, since those were areas we voted from, we had our support.
Which police station is that?
I voted for the whole primary school.
Page.
Gogo,
The whole primary school,
how many voters?
playground. We go to the tally sheet.
Yes, page. What is that? Page 34. The page.
It's page 25, the tally sheet. The total number of voters my vote was 1,438.
My police station. You ran how many? 14?
14,
3.
8. My vote.
Okay, and the name of Masood. The one of Masood.
My lord, I have
The one of Masood.
I know that that is 027, but I don't have that particular piece. There, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It's 10:28 on the results study sheet. Kasangola, SP, at LC1 office. And it was total number of voters was 1,002.
And for those two, you are sure you had the biggest support. Yes. Yes.
Yes, it was.
Now we are looking for the how the polling station affected the result. So you want those votes without considering for the turnout. And then can you ask them? Would it What is that age? 102. Because I know that I've already had it, but it's okay.
My lord, I get 11,498.
11. You know what? You add it to you.
I get 11,498.
You already had 11,454.
Mr. Bowman, to clarify the question, which number do you want to add?
I want to add to the 11,454 because the our votes have already been subjected to. I know there will be a double count, but it's hard. We are trying to see. So 11,455. That is now all the polling stations. They put it. Now you can add it. You win.
My lord, I get 13894. Those are only two polling stations. How do you get it?
because you said those are the two, I'm very sure you would win. And we have even not factored in people that would you have one with 11, with 19, 8, 9, 4?
No.
So how affected do you understand the word affected?
My notes.
First answer, do you understand the word affected?
Yes, what? But
The results
compared to
of
all that petition, I want to
yes. Page 2.
paragraph 7,
Yes.
that I contend that there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Act of Parliamentary Elections Act relating to elections. A failure to return votes for the politicians.
Page 4.
Of the petition.
Affected the result. That's why I'm asking you to understand what affected. What that in the context of the
My lord, petition. My petition. I contend that there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Parliamentary Elections Act relating to the elections. And non-compliance and failure to hold elections in accordance with those provisions affected the results of the election.
That is why, for me, I'm starting from the word affected. The other bit, someone else. Okay, let us first. What were the results between you and the party respondents? That's it. And two, there are only two players. What were the results?
My lord, we were not only two. We were not only
Bring the rest.
the first respondent was the winner and the Hearsay.
Wait,
But we were not the
Oh.
only two.
Okay. What the winner vote?
In the fact sheet,
Let me look at this part of
in the return form for transmission of results, the winner got 17,929. I get 9,058. 58.
So those were the results. Correct.
Yes, my lord.
So how apply the word affect in the context guide you must show that also for you to want to show us how we are going to breed this match between you and if we are giving you if you cannot if you conceive close the case.
No, my lord.
You didn't show us.
I've already stated in the petition.
I think sorry, the petition is okay. You are here to give evidence. Now proof. We need evidence. Proof to the court that you would have released the money to you and Nalukoola. You cannot.
I have stated that Honorable Nalukoola 11799 and the vote 9058 and the votes that were not returned 16-6 votes my lord, and that the non-compliance in the Petitions Act is what affected the result of the substantial.
I just heard it. What do you understand by the word return? What do you understand by the word return? Can you return what is not carried? Those are your words.
No, my
So were 16 40 votes tallied? Were they tallied?
they were not tallied, my lord, and that's why we came to court.
Were they counted?
My lord, I can't answer that.
You already answered it. That there was counting. Can I show you the answer? That they counted, but there was no tally. Go back to the one we counted. Can you turn what has not been counted or tallied? Or in this case, counting was done.
No, my lord.
So how to bridge this gap? Show how the body would affect the results between. And you can only do that by showing how you can bridge what might be bridge this gap between 9,000 and 3,000. We have given you some formula, voter turnout. We have gotten all the votes at your polling station and the Councillor Masudi shoots your shoots.
My lord, The total was 16,640. Minus the votes, the first respondent vote is 8,335.
Correct.
So that is how the failure to return these votes. That's how it's affected. The results may be.
Show us the
My Lord, I have answered that the failure to return 16,16640 votes in their totality affected me because
the results.
it affected me definitely me as a candidate, and that's why I'm here. Because of the margin of difference, if some results would have come through in places where I voted for and council was voting, the result would have been different.
Okay. What was your percentage of the total vote? Say. Maybe you can tell us the last part, take that both parts. Both parts. You see, in the last this is total 905%. 32%. And honorable now for a vote. What percentage?
63.5.
The rest share. Or can we apply that? On the 16th vote. And we add it respectively. You can need to share. Say 50-50.
I can't answer that.
Which one do you prefer? We use the scenario of 32% of 16,640. What would you get?
I wouldn't answer that.
It is calculated. This 32 you brought it yourself. These are your documents. .06. The total vote. Now we apply to the 16. You can calculate for it, but we don't want to give you.
I get 5,324.
5,324.
And when I add it
To 9,000. This time you're adding it to 9,000. Not the other. You're adding it to 9,000.
oh,
What do you get?
I get 14, 38, my lord, added to 9058.
14 what?
14,382, my lord.
Before we add, now for 50%, you have one.
No,
Should we add the first response? See at the margin. How it goes. Should we? More man. At 63%. 63% of 16,648. Yes.
I get 10,483, my lord.
10,000. Okay, you have 16, 4, 8. Oh, 16. That was it.
I use 63%, my lord.
16. 63.5. That's
respondent got? 17, 19.
Eight, 5059.
28, 5.
505.
Then subtract 28, 50 from 14. Now to see the margin. Another what now call about after and yourself the margin. What is the difference? Between what to the 14, 382 and 28, 505. That is after applying the percentage.
14, 1, 2. No, my lord, to this particular one.
Bridge the margin.
In the petition, I state that the votes that were left out, my lord, and the difference between me and the first respondent. This is why we are here.
Yes, I know. But okay, maybe I will ask, but I think I must over ask. Can you prove that 640 voters who were not carried, as you say, were all going to vote for them? That is why we are here. We are not here because of the margin as they don't. Sure, that those people are going to vote for Nambi from the 14 polling stations. Have been lost.
My lord, that's not true. I won in more than 10 polling stations.
Out of 180. And then you also want to win in this 14. Sure.
My lord, I would have won 10 votes from votes.
Others, I'm okay with you winning the same. Show us how you're going to win the 14. And how your win in the 14 was going to overturn the first respondent. I think that's the simplest I can do. How your win in the 14 was going to overturn the result. That is the word affect.
My lord, in the petition, page 2, the difference between the total number of votes that were not carried was 16,640, and the difference between me as a as the second, as per the tally and the result form is only 8,000.
Maybe we switch. Now for the next part, we get of this because you that was just wrong. Okay. So we switch. Now for the next part, we get 63. Add up and we see what we get. Can we use that formula? Can we?
I've already stated the point of contestation in the difference and the votes that were looked at by law.
This you have understood the point of view. We also ask you, imagine that turn the 16 in your favor as against them. We are now trying to give you the 63 and now we're against the we started to 16. I know mathematics is something that we may have to do that. Can we do that? Now, it's not popular where you put in the 14, you are that popular with 63. Take it. Temporarily, suspended, questioning your card. Let us go to part of law and take it. Yes, part of law. So, you're complaining about declaring the final result.
Yes, my lord.
Because there was no tally. Correct?
Yes, my lord.
What was counted? Who's to tally must have counted? What was counted? What did your polling agents bring to you that you went, counted, you got 100% for these votes and they were not standing? Did you have polling agents?
Yes, my lord. I have polling agents.
And they were at the polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
They were participated in counting? Yes or no? Yes or no?
At the 14 polling stations.
Did they count? Did they participate in counting?
Are you referring the question to the 14?
Yes.
At the 14 polling stations, my lord, we did not meet the results.
But the people voted.
Yes, my lord.
Did your agents count?
Because I was one of the voters.
So you were one of them, and you had agents. And the procedure of voting. Do you know how they do what the polling agents are supposed to do? Yes?
Yes, my lord.
I will give you one step, then you take it to the next one. They mark the name of the person of the vote against the voter register or roll. Correct? The voter comes, then there is the voter roll, the register. They look at the face, they funny. One beer. They tick. One. Is that correct? Or you don't know?
I know my vote.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. You're
Then
very fine.
subsequently, so many people come, go on, not. At the end of the day, you can tell that you are 500 people.
Yes,
So where is that count from your eggs?
my lord. Some of those statements will appear.
Did you ask for the count? If I produce go and count, how many people voted at each polling station? Before you bring about it, you must have known that they are the number. You know, you are one. You can say, okay.
My
that is
lord,
one.
no results.
You know, you are. But this video is not working.
My lord, as a candidate, I was one of the voters at Kubogo, the ground. So I voted. There were 7 other voters.
So if you voted alone, out of so many people, you return with 0. You know that? If you voted alone, at that particular point, the percentage will indicate 0%. Correct?
My lord, I cannot answer to how many people.
No, you use the math. Use the math. You voted one person out of the polling station with 14, 13. 14, 13. You, the figure is 0%. You do the math. 1 out of 14, 36. You would return 0%.
My lord, that couldn't have been because I was physically there to vote and I saw some things, including
We have already done all our polling stations. We voted without dying. Okay, let us go to the next. We say stop and bargain. Show us how. Now, in a substance, affected the results. The results have already been shown in the margin. And in a substantial manner, those are your words. Have you got any evidence like it?
My Lord, I have an objection. The number of probabilities, second, my Lord, that this information asking to explain the law, that would be unfair. Because she clearly tells you the affidavit that I'm informed. Trajectory is and probability that you relation from.
Yes.
You are not asked about.
And I want to get to this very paragraph.
That which is information from the lawyers. Maybe you can focus on those.
I want to know.
She has direct knowledge.
I want to know whether he believes what she wants, but the information she got from the lawyer. I said, you believe, I really believe, be true and correct. You know what substantial means? Results being affected in substantial manner. You believe you are lawyer, or you show. Can you confirm both? Your lawyer said,
I believe lawyers, my God, and what I believe there was compliance and failure to follow the directions of the Elections Act.
non-compliance affected the results
Yes, my Lord,
in
I
substantial manner.
on page 0.
The results were.
My Lord, in the
Confirm because you see.
in the 14 polling stations, I've stated in the petition that we
No, my senior colleague attempted to take us to the county. It was a statement that the agents in those 14 polling stations will appear because they did not give you results. That's why you're not responding. Stand by that. That's the issue.
in the petition, my Lord, the failure to return.
I get it from your line. You stated, you were talking about the number of votes having been counted where you appeared and your husband. But your statement that you won't respond to that because the agents, according to you, will appear. They will not give you the results, but they will appear on this issue.
I did not get the results from the polling stations, if that's what you're asking.
Those results were from your agents. Yes. And with your agents.
There are no results from the 10 polling stations.
So, is it your case that your agents did not participate in any counting at the 14 polling stations? It's your evidence they did not count. Is that the case?
No, my lord, but they did not come back and give me results from those polling stations.
They did not. In paragraph 10 of the evidence, the said agents chose to report about everything that happened. Paragraph 10 of your affidavit. Page 013. Those agents in paragraph 10 chose to give you a thorough report about what transpired on incidents, your alleged chaos, violence, and the like, but not about the voting and the counting. Is that your evidence?
The paragraph says, I am informed by the above persons
Yes.
that the information I verily believe to be true and correct, that despite incidences of chaos, turnout, and violence, especially at Azambola polling center, the voting itself, voting
Yes.
at the said polling stations took place
Between 7 and 4.
within the regular voting time
Between 7 and 8.
of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and many voters voted at that.
So you confirm that voters from your agents, voters voted,
Yes, my lord.
and that votes were counted.
No, my lord.
What time is the counting of votes?
It's supposed to be normally at 5.
Because they are giving you a record, it means they recorded that voting took place. That record is clear. Voting took place between 7 and closing time of 4 p.m. But then omit or neglect to tell you that there was counting. Okay? You want us to believe that that's detail. Let's go back to the incidents of chaos and violence. Did they tell you at which polling stations, one by one? Because you have the time between 7 and 4, I don't know at what time. At least that record. Counting is not sure what time was chaos and violence. Paragraph 10. It Did they give you that report? Is it one of the information?
My lord, the agents at the polling stations stated that yes, indeed, there was violence and chaos at those polling stations, and that's the reason why they did not have those.
In that report, what kind did they specify? Did they specify the time? Was it towards 4? Because then the voting went on until 4. Was it at 9 a.m.?
No, my lord.
What time? Did they tell you or they did not?
They mentioned that the violence
Okay, let me
started
give you
in
one.
the afternoon, late afternoon.
Kalemba Herbert at Mbogo Primary School. Kalemba.
My lord, 1187. The affidavit. It's the Herbert Kalenda. Yes, my lord.
Yes. What time? That's Kalemba Herbert.
Paragraph.
What time the chaos and violence? Is it there or it is not?
Yes.
It is not there. Yes, my lord. My lord. I'm obliged. Because it is not here, that's the emphasis. So I put to you that you do not know the time. You are not aware. You are not. Yes.
No, my lord, but their statements within Mr. Kalenda.
No, you know it.
No specific time.
No specific time. Between 7 and 4 p.m. Then would I be right? Can ignore that. Ajay. Ajay Nambi, let's see that here. We also don't know the number of voters who turned out.
No, my lord.
So would I be right to state that you don't want the proof in the numbers of voters?
No, my lord.
Everything they reported but the numbers. Okay. And everything.
Just direct.
helps us. Okay.
Not the kind of direction. The lawyer is asking a question. Please look at it. Listen to the question. That this is the feeling that you're looking at the petition and listen to the question. Please listen to the question.
That's, you can go back to your affidavit. That's why I say you can go back to paragraph. So generally, would I be right to state that your agents gave you information or reported about the county, but that you don't want to tell us the truth in the numbers of voters? It's the reason that you are not telling us about the county. Well, probably I take you back to the same edits, refer to edits. Let's go to paragraph 9. Let's try to be more general. My Lord, paragraph 9 is more general, so that I don't go one by one. It is your statement that you had the following polling agents at the same polling station. Who is an agent? Polling agent for this purpose. Who is an agent according to you?
An agent, my lord, is a representative of the government.
An agent is a representative of each candidate
At a given polling station.
in the polling station. Would I be right to state that you now will be the principal and the following 14 will be the agents? Simplified. You now. Your statement that you appointed agents in the polling station, is that correct?
My lord, I appointed agents as per the appointment letter attached.
Well, that's page 31.4. Hello, 31.44. So are these the appointing letters? Appointment letters appointing your agents you now? 31. Going here because the petition is about you and the agents. Yes. It took us to 31 to 44. Your evidence. Your evidence. Take that one. It took us So are those the appointment letters by you appointing your agents?
My lord, these are the agents that were appointed.
Were they appointed by you?
They were appointed by,
Were they appointed by you?
no, my lord, but by the National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission.
Are you the NRM?
According to,
Are you the NRM?
it was a procedure within the NRA for by-elections.
Well, clarity, please read. Just one. Disappointed. Next later. Because these are the people you rely on.
National Resistance Movement 031 C1. National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission is a headed commission.
Appointment as NRM Nation Committee.
Appointment Herbert Kalemba. NRM official candidate Nambi Farida. Chigongo candidate for Kawedemu North. Appointment as NRM official polling agents in Kawedemu Division North constituency by election 2025. In accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, as amended, the Electoral Commissions Act, the Parliamentary Elections Act, and the NRM Constitution, you are hereby appointed as NRM polling agents in the parliamentary by-election of 13th March 2025 at Momo Primary School Playground A-KAS Polling Station, Kawedemu 1 Ward, Kawedemu Division North Constituency. You are authorized to present at the polling station and perform such duties as prescribed by the law. In carrying out this assignment, you are enjoined to observe the NRM Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you for accepting to be part of the NRM team, signed by the chairperson, NRM Electoral Commission.
So you confirm they are not signed by you?
My lord, this is according to
They are not appointed by you. Okay.
yes, they were not
The
appointed.
letters were not signed by
They
you.
were not signed by me, but by the NRM Electoral Commission, my lord, as per the NRM.
So confirm
Confirm.
that you are appointed as NRM polling agents, as stated in that letter.
On my behalf as the NRM official.
Confirm that you are appointed as NRM polling agents. Well, were you issued, probably, to assist you, were you issued with guidelines this election by the second respondent? Probably not aware. Are you issued with the guidelines?
Yes, you are issued.
Did this form conform to those guidelines? Confirm that this did not conform to the guidelines. Paragraph 9, that you had the following agents at the scene before.
I have experienced, which is the internal rules procedure.
According to the guidelines, was it you to appoint Kalemba Herbert? According to the guidelines. That's why you come. She answered that she has the guidelines.
The guidelines, my lord, I was referring to, that I was appointed were for the NRM.
So the electoral commission did not issue any guidelines to you. You were not aware of this.
Commissions, but in this particular response, I don't know.
So followed.
The appointment.
In appointing these agents to follow the NRM guidelines, not Hearsay guidelines. Is that the position? If you follow the Hearsay guidelines in appointing Kalemba Kabat, Namatobu Sarah, Skema, Risha, Gordon Salim Saleh, Sebukwabo Doi, Alumas Jessica, Wagala Olivia, Wamia Silva, Sarah Sanyo, Zainab, Farida, Amina Grace, and Eddie. Which guidelines did you follow? Because these are the people we rely on this commission.
Yes.
You could try.
According to the NRM constitution by law, these foreign agents were appointed on my
You participate in an NRM elections, right? NRM elections. Yes, my lord. My lord, were these NRM elections for you to be guided by the NRM guidelines? Were they NRM elections?
My lord, according to NRM, this is
Confirmed for national elections.
this was the procedure that using this violation and
Confirm.
another violation.
Confirm you're talking about a general election of the Nambi election. Just confirm. First case point, I be ready to say that you Nambi never appointed any agents. Rest this case, you Nambi.
I participated in this process together with the NRM party since I was their official candidate.
You show us where you signed appointing. That participation is what I'm doing. Because it's the information of my guidance. Show us where you signed as participation in this process.
I was part of the process in briefing, in training, and in the final day of the elections. And this is part and parcel with the NRM constitution.
I view that there is no signature of the Nambi, the candidate who went to Well, my lord, I wish to ask the witness which is aware, because we may not have the benefit. Are you aware that some of the people who made those statements, appointed agents, will not be presented in court for cross-examination? Are you aware? That's why I want you to answer some of these questions.
Yes, according to the ruling of yes,
And they'll not be cross-examined about these statements.
yes,
Can you also confirm? We go back to paragraph 10. enumerating the incidents at this police station, chaos, violence, etc. Can you confirm that you are not there at each of these 14 polling stations?
Yes, my lords.
Can you confirm, therefore, that you did not see any such chaos? Right? Rush. Just confirm that you don't vote.
Yes, my lord.
And as you stated, you confirmed that your role was, I only voted and went back home. I voted and went back home with your husband. That was you. You voted and back home with your husband.
I don't start anywhere in the
No. She said that she went to, my lord, she went voting with the husband. Well, just tell us precisely, address that issue of agents. Just the roles. There are roles that you know. The roles of agents.
My lord.
At the polling station.
The agent, as I stated, should represent a candidate for a given party at the polling station or an independent candidate. And the roles are to observe that the voters are verified, then to observe that the election is carried out according to the Elections Act, to observe, to write the number of votes that have been tallied.
Right number of votes carried.
That are tallied, that are counted and tallied.
Counted and tallied.
At the polling station. And then to return their
And the other form. Is that all that you know? That's all you know. Okay. It is your statement that one of their roles is to verify voters at these polling stations. And was such one of the assignments by the NRM. Is it within your knowledge?
It's within my knowledge that the polling agents receive confirmation from the agent at the polling stations. The verification of each voter took place.
Oh,
My lord.
so verification of each voter took place. Can you tell us how many were verified? Wait there because I may not have some of this. How many were verified at each of these?
I cannot answer that.
So the agents carry out the assignment of the party. So I know why you have a problem. Do you know for a fact that the guidelines are referring to polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate? Because you had both guidelines distributed out. Not more than 2 representatives, all polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate. And the appointment shall be in writing, addressed to the presiding officer of the polling station. That is the letter I'm looking for, so that I qualify statements to you. Where is that letter under paragraph 9? That confirms your paragraph 9. The following polling agents. Always, maybe you are done with it.
No, my lord, I'm not.
So 9. Paragraph 9. Can you confirm that this is a false statement? 9. Was Tango Doi a candidate in this election?
No, my lord.
So, but you know the fact that you are supposed to verify voters. Let them know how many were verified at each of these polling stations. The 14.
No, my lord.
So again, as stated by you, that you are supposed to write the number of votes counted and tallied at the polling station. This, they did not do. Is it your statement?
My lord, in my petition, and in many
They did not write the number of votes
of
counted
the
and tallied.
polling agents, they mentioned why that was so. From the 14 polling stations.
So you want us to state that the roles of your purported agents of verifying votes, writing the number of votes, and returning their forms were not performed, but they went on flowing into voting. Only chaos, violence,
Yes,
and that despite that confirmation, you stand by your statement that voting went on from 7 to 4 as provided for by the law. This is your evidence, not these other people. We went to numbers where there was a presupposition that probably all people would turn up. You confirm, you do not know how many did. That's the confirmation statement.
yes, ma'am.
So if you did not, if you don't know the number, is it then attributable? Would it be attributable to your affirmation in paragraph 11? Putting this to, again, the allegation that electoral materials and documents that makes sense. Not talk about this, but maybe talk about it. I have to look into the statement that electoral materials and not destroyed. It's not correct. You have to please let's speak yourself. I'm only in 2 paragraphs. 9 to 10.
I will state it in my notes, the paragraph. I say that I'm well informed, but which information I verily believe to be true and correct that during the counting of the votes at the said polling stations, there was flood and health and promotion as a result of which there was no transmitted to those polling stations. And second,
So you confirm that there was counting. In paragraph 11, there was counting. You will state this. Well, that indeed there was counting according to paragraph 11. You confirm. And that during counting, ordinary agents right is counting. Ordinary.
my
You
lord,
confirm.
in an ordinary circumstances, yes, my lord,
Did-
but this was not ordinary.
Even 7 to 4. Okay, counting people who have turned up to vote. 7 to 4. They right is turned up. You see what the roles are.
My lord, in the 14 polling stations, we did not receive the results as usual.
So, are you running away from paragraph 11, aforementioned person, that there was counting of votes at the same polling stations? Are you retracting this evidence? So that we know which you're retracting and
No,
what
my
you're
lord.
So you stand by that there was counting? Okay. Yes, going back to you attributing these issues to the materials destroyed, as you stated in paragraph 11. Can you state what you, Nambi, know the electoral materials?
According to the evidence, the containers that carry the ballots, and then also the biometric machines, some of the items there, and others were at desks.
Did you have such evidence in your petition? On the ballots that were destroyed, the evidence. You have any? Ballots. Well, I'll take you back.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you
They are
have information.
electro materials.
So
Ballots
ballots.
are still electro materials.
So ballots were one of
And the
those.
documents.
Do you know that one of the what happens at the polling station, the ballot books and number of ballots before you even commence and primary issues. And there are two booklets with number of ballots at the given polling station. You at least receive that information between 7 and 4. How
My
many
Lord,
ballots?
according to the affidavits of the agents, we confirm at the start of the elections, there was times.
So compliance at the start. How many ballots did Kalemba tell you? At least those which were destroyed, because they were destroyed. Kalemba have that at Mboko Primary School. You have certain evidence. So that we are certain. Given number of ballots were brought and were destroyed. You have this in evidence.
I just got the information about the polling stations where the things.
You do not have the evidence about the number of ballots.
No, my Lord.
So I'm getting it that apart from the chaos and violence, even when it was smooth as stated, the agents did not report anything about the voting exercise.
No, my Lord.
Despite the calm. Okay, do you have evidence then on the containers, those about boxes? In your petition, are you giving evidence? How are they destroyed? Are they burnt down? Do you have any certificates on the same containers about boxes in your petition? Doesn't matter whether it's hearsay.
No, my Lord, but not in the electoral materials and
You,
documents and displayed.
so you leave it to us to imagine, is that your case? Is it in this petition? How many, the number, and how?
No, my Lord.
It's not. BBVK. What is the BBVK? You mentioned BBVK. Educate me. You mentioned it as one of the, because I am imagining how BBVK was destroyed. And the information was important. Tell us. Do you know BBVK machine?
The biometric machine, my Lord, yes, I know.
Yes, tell us. Tell us the purpose of BBVK.
Very hard, my Lord.
Gets your forensics and confirms that you registered a vote at the polling station. Because you know it. Yes. Is it your statement? Because voting, you come and verify, so that is all I want. You register to vote and it stores that information.
Yes.
So is it true that using a BVVK, even if your agents have negated to tell you, can you use the BVVK to ascertain the number of voters who turned up at the polling station. Okay. You can't. You went wrong there.
My note, if every voter has used the ballot, yes,
Did you request for such information from the Electoral Commission to assist? Did you or you did not?
no, my
To your belief, would it have been essential? You are proving, would it have been an essential area? Not possible. It's not 100%. Like my senior colleague was maybe you, generous. Would it be essential?
My lord, request the second respondent
Would it be essential?
to
Would it be an essential for this purpose?
yes, my lord, it's essential.
So to conclude on this, between the BVVK and information from your lawyers, I've seen it in paragraph 13 and paragraph 14. Where you say, I am informed by my lawyers when associating advocates with information. I very believe that it's true. That there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Elections Act relating to elections, and that the non-compliance and failure to hold elections in accordance with those provisions and the result. And further informed by my lawyers, which information I very believe to be transparent, that the poor stated failure and non-compliance disenfranchised the voters at the Hyundai polling stations, including myself, the voter at Ngobo Primary School playground. Disenfranchised. Who would you choose as Nambi between the BVVK and your lawyers? Who would you choose to have better information on this non-compliance and disenfranchisement between the BVVK and your lawyers? Well, Bridget.
My lord, if I had the biometric machines would be them, but in this instance, they were not there.
Did you ever request for them? You said no. Would you then rely on the hearsay evidence on your lawyers if the DVVK were available? Would you then? Well, if you can't answer that, well, let me paraphrase it. You're right to say that you ignored the DVVK for fear of the truth again in the numbers.
My lord, they were not there.
Well, it is not very hard to ascertain why you do not know. Because you are relying on information. these materials from your lawyers. You have 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and so on. My Lord, the witness has admitted that all this evidence is hearsay. I have to my lawyers, my agents, I confirm some of them will not come to this court. My Lord, it's my submission on this issue that a party, my Lord, can rely. Actually, I can raise an objection at this stage. My Lord, I can do it during trial. It's my prayer, actually, that all this evidence, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16, 19, and so on, my Lord, all based on hearsay evidence. Same, my Lord, I submit is inadmissible, cannot be considered during the trial going forward. Because we're not making heavy witnesses. Will not be considered, and I pray that be expunged. From record for being hearsay. Note 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, all 16, 18, 19, all 19, 20, my Lord. The evidence style under section 59 of the Evidence Act. I pray that all these amendments be expanded of the record for being hearsay evidence. Lord, I submit that evidence, admissible evidence, must be of that witness who says he or she saw even and was there, or heard. My Lord, specifically, we have several decided cases, one of them being was that such evidence would be expanded. The Lord submit on that authority. Order 19, Rule 3, which is Rule 3.1, the fact that affidavit evidence must only be restricted information by the deponent. Have canvassed this area. It's a settled area. A lot of the cases are going to provide actual authorities to punish for action.
Your prayer and consider it.
But understanding my Lord had been that now then how do we continue cross-examining the evidence that we have already But maybe then that means that our objection is sustained. It expands. Because if you roll before. Because on this issue, let me complete the submission. Let's conclude the submission. Yes. One of the first all Kawanga, Zachary Aulu versus the Attorney General. Petition number 3. I'll give you the rationale. Chris Mubiru versus the Attorney General. Constitutional petition number 1, 2001. We have Chiza Lesike versus YKM7. Presidential election petition number 1, 2001. My Lord, this is the rationale in this case. That, briefly, my Lord, that election petitions and trials are supposed to determine the merits of the case. So, the only evidence you can have on record is through affidavit. If you sneak in inadmissible evidence, like hearsay, there's no any other chance of getting that evidence off the record. And my Lord, because we are not proceeding by witness statements, the only form we can have evidence on record is by affidavit. So where the deponent is giving information from other people who are not before court, my Lord, that information is not addressed.
As you have pointed out, paragraphs A, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19,
Yes, my lord. And yes, my lord. And lastly, to emphasize this, my lord, even evidence from the advocate is not admissible. Even that from the advocate. And my lord, I would quote that. Except the advocate who is representing the deponent. The affidavit where it reads that, my lord, I have been informed by my foresight as that. So, my lord, the excerpt that is relevant to this situation from Zakaria, the ones from the advocates. My lord, we have paragraph 13. I'm informed by my lawyers, lessons, friend advocates. 14. I am further informed by my lawyers. Yes, my lord. So, my lord, the sense of my submission is that information one from the agents, if it is being quoted by Ajahn Nambi, and information from the lawyer, both are not admissible. They are closed out by the rule of hearsay, because she cannot speak about for the truth of such statements unless we are going to have Mr. Kawedemu stand to speak to this.
Well, my lord, again, my understanding, because I'm writers, but the next debate is because it's an application, my lord, rooted out of these cases, a pattern object admission during trial. If I object, yes, my lord, if I object, then it behoves that the other side has to be had on this issue, and if it is to be determined then. That's my understanding. Then we can receive decision. Understand? Yes. Specific.
My lord, I'm surprised by the objection, my lord, for a number of reasons. Some is referred section 59 of the Evidence Act. Firstly, my lord, by dint of section 1 of the Evidence Act, that act does not apply to evidence. By dint of section 1 of that act of the Evidence Act, it does not apply to evidence. Secondly, my lord, the witness in paragraph 23 of her affidavit in support of the petition clearly states that what she is stating above is true to the best of her knowledge. Paragraphs that my colleagues have referred to, the witness has stated the source of the information. She has stated the source. So if someone that she has mentioned who has not imposed an affidavit in this court, or every person she in any paragraph rather, has imposed an affidavit. The record reflects that. Decisions are bound, my lord. If she states where she gets information from, and the person who she's getting information from is not before court by way of an affidavit, that's the only way you can call it yes. But when my lord, she states that I'm informed, and you say Agent Carole is here with the affidavit, that ceases to be yes. And all of those affidavits of persons she referred also tend to think that we are reading from different decisions of Petition 7. But in that case, yes, it was part of the real decision. I should have a comment especially on affidavits required under 4.7 and 3A of the petition rules to accompany the answers there. It requires that those affidavits shall set out the facts on which the petition is based, and the respondent will rely on as the case may be. Invariably, however, the parties have to rely heavily on factual information they receive from their agents and other witnesses in order to comply with that requirement. In my view, is what Mulenga says, in my view, therefore, in relation to Order 17 Rule 3, which I think back to now is 19, of the CPR has to be applied with such modifications as permits the petitioner and the respondents to include in those affidavits facts which they hold on such information. And that decision was referred to by the Court of Appeal in the case of Banga, Farouk versus Senkuge Isaac, and I'm reading from that decision. After quoting all of that, my Lord, the Lordship said in the Court of Appeal, after quoting that part of the decision, that in the instant case, a reading of paragraphs 5A to M of the petitioner's affidavit, just like in this case, my Lord, shows that what was stated therein was information based on what was provided from polling agents and supporters. As in this case, the petitioner, the Lordship said, the petitioner clearly disclosed the sources of his information, who also saw affidavits in support of the said allegations based on their knowledge. Then they held their lordships in the same group. Last round of elections. They then held. We find that the learned trial judge found that the disclosure of sources of information by the petitioner was sufficient, following the majority decision in Kizabesige versus Museveni. That was the holding of the lordship. It's not hearsay. My Lord in Muhindo, Rehma. In Rehma versus Winfred Kiza, EPA number 29 of 2011. The lordship said that in these cases, the candidates rely on appointed agents, and as such, should have included that specific source of information, as has happened here, in the affidavits, or else they file separate affidavits from the agents who witnessed the occurrences. That's what we did, my Lord. And the lordships then held that the learned trial judge cannot be faulted over this aspect of it. So, my Lord, our submission is that first, the evidence actually relied on doesn't apply for the evidence. Two, the petitioner has disclosed all other sources of information. Three, those persons from whom she has sourced that information have all deposed affidavits and that on court record. Number four, then the lordship said that ceases to be hearsay. Candidate is not expected to be in each polling station out of the 197. She relies on information from supporters, from campaigners, from agents. It's only hearsay if she says, Mutisi told me this, and there's no affidavit of Mutisi. If that the case is, the affidavit is there, that ceases to be hearsay. I'm obliged, my Lord.
Yes, my Lord. For starters, we learned it's true that all of these witnesses deposed affidavits and that they disclosed information that may be right. Our submission is not premised. I use the word elementarily, the principle in section 59. Elementarily, this evidence has to be the witness who saw. Order 19, read 1 and 2. My Lord. Submit that hearsay evidence is prohibited. Even belief is prohibited under the law. Information is prohibited. It's our submission under Order 19, Rule 3, 1 and 2. Why I raise this issue at this point? I was finding difficulty proceeding with agents who are already questioned. The exposed evidence information that she does not have, my Lord. To raise this point, my Lord, that is why it will be very important that we expand those paragraphs because how then do I do them? When I already have a ruling on record that you cannot cross-examine them. That's why I raised it at this point. It's telling me they are there. I cannot access them. The witness is saying, I don't know. I brought witnesses. It was from heaven. So I'm at pains, my Lord. I would not have praised it in petition. I pray. And these cases, most of them somehow saints participated. Now they themselves, and we know they are distinguishable. My Lord, to distinguish them properly, since my colleague submitted in the authority, just for distinguishing purposes,
About the decision I was referring to, really not with my Lord. The decision I was referring to, the decision of Justice Oto in the 2001 election. My Lord, this is, I need to really offer a proper context of why, where you're using affidavits, the courts are very strict on what can be admitted. Also from the side of the my Lord, in election petitions and constitutional petitions, the only way by which you can bring evidence is through affidavit. My Lord, the case goes further to state that hearsay, or what we can categorize as hearsay, will only be admissible in interlocutory matters. Say if I have suit and I want to get an injunction, then I can go to my lawyer, and my lawyer informs me that the complaint discloses prima facie the case, and therefore I qualify to be given an injunction. And that is the only way you can have hearsay evidence admitted on record in interlocutory. It does not help, especially for the petitioner, to bring paragraph 23. If Mr. Kalule read the decision that I read, he knows that in fact was the quotation that all the affidavits that they sought to strike off the record had that statement that what they have stated, we have disclosed the sources and belief. And court said, no, we cannot nullify or confirm a candidate of an election on the basis of one, belief, two, information that is sourced from another party. That's, my Lord, the rationale. But my Lord, I read the excerpt. This is from Semoke. It says that except in purely interlocutory matters, affidavits must be restricted to matters within personal knowledge of the deponent. Two, they must not be based on information or by expression of opinion. It goes on, my Lord, affidavits should strictly be confined to such facts as the deponent is able of his own knowledge to prove. Affidavits by persons having no personal knowledge of the facts and merely echoing the statements of the client cannot be used at the hearing. This is where we
we have. Hajat Nambi says Nalukoola is not a duly elected member of Kawedemu. What evidence must court rely on? Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that there was non-compliance. Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that the election was marred by great violence that affected the results in a substantial manner. She does not have that knowledge. She is quoting other people, my lord. That is inadmissible, my lord. And that is, so my lord, the issue of Court of Appeal, High Court, it is really, Mr. Kambe has an affair with me. We have a Supreme Court decision. And my lord, we cannot go behind, we cannot go back, my lord.
Well, I know that was the disenfranchisement and the rest, you can go to legalities. Hajat Nambi. Let's go to paragraph 16. That's where we start now. It's a hearsay. I know that appropriate since if it is considered otherwise, not that I believe it. 16.1. Is it your testimony under 16 that Gordon Saleh informed you that the first respondent campaigned on the polling day by saying he is in Nalukoola? He is in Nalukoola. Is it your evidence?
Yes, my lord.
Is Yenze Nalukoola a campaigning statement? Yenze Nalukoola, is it a campaigning statement? Qualified. That's 16.
Yes, my lord.
Nambi, when you arrived at the polling station, you took us through. Is your statement that you would mention your name? That you arrive at the polling station, they check if you're a registered voter. You mention your name when you arrived at the polling station. That mention of name, would you right to state that you campaigned at the polling station?
My lord, attached my photo, there that
You, Nambi, you are the one who was there. You said you went there with your husband. Did your husband state his name? Did your husband state his name? Would it be right to state that your husband campaigned for you at the polling station?
no, my lord.
And where is the evidence? It's a matter of evidence. It's a court of evidence. Where is the evidence that now, or is it anywhere, appeared at that polling station at station? I've seen in your petition, pictures, photographs, what? Do you have any such evidence? Yes or no?
lord, as per the affidavit, that's different. That is, and
You have,
the affidavit details, that's how it came to this.
no, you are not there, you are not there, that supporter did not come to court. That evidence on the face of it. Maybe your lawyer can assist. Is it there, yes or no? That's right. Is it there? It's a yes or no?
No, my lord.
Okay. Are there names of persons that he influenced as per your statement? He said these campaign statements we influence. Are there names of such people? Are there names? Yes or no? Of voters in your petition?
The names of the voters are not included.
Are there numbers?
Stations,
The
but-
names are
but
not
the
there.
polling station discretion.
The names are not there. Are there numbers? Was it a fraud? Are there numbers in your petition?
He campaigned, my lord, the first
Are
respondent
there-
campaigned
there-
amongst voters.
Are there numbers? Simple. There are numbers or not?
No, my
There are
lord.
no numbers. Would I be wrong? Is it possible that Gordon Salim Saleh is an NRM supporter? Is it a possibility? Gordon Salim Saleh. Is it a possibility that he can be an NRM supporter? Or is he one?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
It's a possibility.
So would he then be your supporter? By being
My lord.
NRM, would he be your supporter?
My lord, that is not ascertained in the
Would he
affidavit.
be?
But if he were an NRM supporter,
Yes.
he would be my supporter.
So would I be wrong to presuppose, not saying you know, to presuppose that he may have voted for you?
No, my lord.
Presuppose.
My lord, I object to that question. In the advancement of an election petition, a question cannot be asked as the choice of a particular vote. That's banned by Section 102 of the DA.
There's more blood. Would you ascertain? You said polling station. Would you ascertain? Within how many meters? Within how many meters? You said polling station is open. If Nalukoola was there. The parameters. The distance between where he was standing, I don't think he was in the ballot box. The distance, would you ascertain, yes or no?
The distance between where he was, is that what you're asking?
Yes. Because you said polling station. Stated means it's a
My lord.
communication.
My lord, the detail I captured in my affidavit is of the polling station, which is KAT to AMG.
So you cannot ascertain the distance because it's important. You cannot.
No,
No.
my lord.
So then, do you have any evidence or any report from your purported agents? A report about this campaigning at the polling day, how it happened? A report.
My lord, yes, my lord, I do
You
have.
have is it before this court?
I have an oral report as I have stated in this affidavit.
Do not have a
Section
formal report.
16.1.
Okay, let's go to another element. Again, paragraph 16. 16 particularly. Telling voters amani govern temugalyamu lukwe. He said, literally translated, do not betray people power. What does mani govern mean?
The efforts of the people.
The efforts of the people. Does the efforts of the people mean Nalukoola? Don't betray the efforts of the people. Does it mean voting for Nalukoola, according to you?
My Lord, in this paragraph 16.2, page 014, it goes on to say, do not betray people's power. So it's not in isolation.
That's what was stated here. Does this mean Nalukoola? These are specific illegalities, even one can have a problem. An allegation. Did it mean Nalukoola? Does it mean efforts of people? Does it mean? It's about your interpretation. If someone said it to you, or said it to someone, will it qualify? I'm right.
16.2.
My Lord, I have a question on every electoral offense.
16.2, my Lord, it is yes attributed to the first respondent campaigning among the supporters, controlling station in Kazama.
My question, it's about my question. Does it mean vote for Nalukoola? Manila said, you don't know.
My Lord, as stated in 16.2, it means vote for people power, and he was the candidate for people power.
Oh, so Nalukoola was a candidate for people power. No, he's not here. Is it your statement that people power sponsored the candidate?
My
Your
Lord,
statement.
I meant to say that this was attributed to the first respondent campaign.
So people power will not sponsor any candidate.
My Lord, people power is not a registered party.
Yes,
But it's a
16.3.
slogan.
16.3. Do you have proof that the first respondent had agents by the names of Chibirige, as stated in 16.3? Names of Chibirige Musa? Yes.
So the matter is still over until 2 p.m.